Hi and welcome to the commentary for version 0.4 of Shapes of Grey, which is a collection of different levels that we're kind of just brainstorming together. A note for all you people who have the alpha, if you have not yet played version 0.4, I strongly urge you to first download it and play it before watching this commentary, because you'll be able to give much better feedback before you hear the rationale of these levels. So the first level here is pretty simple. It's just teaching you about guards and that they exist. The second one is to get you to weave around them a little bit more. It gets the player used to the controls and the movement. This third level, David's not completely happy with. David's the developer that put this all together. He says it does teach the player about guards and their movement and that you have to get around them, but it does tend to it could possibly teach more, and the player can just kind of go straight past. So this one's all about hiding. It's the introduction of the all-important crate, which we didn't have for a while, and then decided to add in. This one I really like. It's actually it's about creating patterns and like teaching the player to picking up a pattern. This is actually like this very simple rotation is something we actually haven't done before. And yeah, when I first played it, I really enjoyed it. So you can see, getting past. This one's about the path that the guard takes being a little bit less clear, and for the player having to react a little bit more. The player can also currently spawn while the guard is looking at them, but that's something that we'll fix later. This one is the first puzzle that David actually made, and he made it using an old style of a much larger linked puzzles together. He's happy with the first half of it, but the last guard is kind of problematic. It's really not clear where you should hide, and it kind of lacks that fun factor, and it can be a little bit questionable when you die why you've died. So as you can see, you kind of have to figure out which crate to hide behind, and sometimes it could end up being too late. This one first forces the player to actually use the fact that they can switch colours as soon as they get another colour, which I think was a really good idea of getting the player used to the fact that they had to switch. So this version is a puzzle that was straight out of the Shapes of Grey that we showed at Supernova, but this one's a lot easier, and clearly you can just run out of the way. Puzzle 9. Oh no, Puzzle 10. Puzzle 10 this is about adding a new colour and really forcing the player to use what they've already learned with guard timings and adding the colours into that mix. It does a really good job of actually not being too hard while still forcing the player to like know things. David knows it, like he is actually really happy with the kind of level of knowledge that you need for this. So as you can see, you have to use all 3 colours. Well, I think you can get away without using the red, because they don't check every single time. Yeah, that's definitely useful. And that one you can die straight away. Oh, right, if you're using your colour. Clearly a problem. Yeah, so David says he actually almost cut that level from the release. He's just wanting to play with the idea of hopping from crate to crate, but that doesn't quite feel like the right way of doing it. He's made quite a few other levels, but these are just the ones he could put together in some sort of logical order. And he's really wanted to test that learning curve from the start to the end and see how that works and see how people find that. So yeah, please send us your feedback, any thoughts, queries, problems. Yeah, we'd love to hear. Thanks.